should be easy enough. On it. Let's get started. This should be easy enough. Right. As you wish. On it. Let's get started. Right. As you wish. This should be easy enough.
This is it. Cadash thaig. Perhaps. It may also be where I was found. These ruins are always overrun by vermin. There may be something noteworthy further in, however. Was this the home once? Did I live here?
The enemy approaches.
Let's get started.
You should run while you can.
As you wish. Right.
I'm trying to be merciful.
Let's get started. This should be easy enough.
I suppose violence is a solution. Sometimes.
On it.
The enemy draws blood.
A little frantic? Ha! I can see why! Let's get started. On it. As you wish. Right.
I would like bandages.
Ask away.
Ask another. More darkspawn.
Let's get started. As you wish. Let's get started. This should be easy enough. As you wish. Let's get started. On it. Right.
You will squish satisfying. This won't feel good.
Trap right ahead.
Right. Down with you! On it.
Let's end this quickly.
This should be easy enough.
Yes? It's done.
I see nothing.
I think we've alerted something.
Whatever was once here is
Right. As you wish. Come, you! Trap right ahead. Right. Let's get started. As you wish. On it. This should be easy enough. Desperation is an ugly perfume. Right. Let's get started. On it. This should be easy enough. Let's get started. On it. This should be easy enough. This should be easy enough. Enough! On it. As you wish. On it. Right. This should be easy enough.
That's one for me!
Trap right ahead.
What is this? This I remember. It has dates and names. This is to honor those who volunteered, those who became golems. And there is my name, Shale of House Cadash. Just as Caradin said. I remember now. I remember, Shale. That was me. Wonderful to remember being a soft, squishy creature of flesh. Perhaps. I will need to think on these things I have learned. Perhaps I will speak to it of them soon. For now, let us carry on as we have. I've watched a lot of humans in my time. It should be aware that I have decided that it is not much like any of them. Good, of course. It doesn't want to have anything in common with all those other filthy substandard human types, does it? Surely it must come from some superior lineage, yes? Some breed of flesh creature that has decided to elevate its genetic stock above its natural shortcomings? Oh, then that must be it. I knew there had to be some reason, it being a human and all. I would appreciate if it didn't spread around that I said anything. Humans might start to get the wrong idea. They might start thinking their race is not completely hopeless. Indeed. Can it imagine the horror? Oh. Now, let us crush something into a fine paste before it starts to think I've gone all soft. Perish the thought.
Right away. Yes, of course. As you like.
That's it. Prepare to be crushed.
Of course. As you like.
Go on.
Time for a
Crawling with filth. Typical.
Cursed creatures! Let's get started.
you or me, and it isn't going to be me.
More darkspawn.
As you wish. Let's get started. As you wish. Right.
The stench can be
This should be easy enough. Let's get started. This should be easy enough.
Push them back!
On it. Let's get started. This should be easy enough.
as you wish.
What's with him? Let's get started.
Brilliant! straight ahead.
On it. Excellent! Efficient work. Right. This should be easy enough. As you wish.
You will squish satisfyingly beneath my foot.
Right. How about you? As you wish. This should be easy enough. On it. Right. On it. Let's get started. As you wish. Right.
I'm uncertain what I hope to find here.
Do you remember our discussion? I wanted to tell you that I thought about what you told me, and you were right. I didn't want to admit it, even to myself, but those years in Lothering, I yearned for the freedom and the recklessness that I knew in Orlais. The Maker made the world beautiful, but he also made it dangerous. To really experience it, I have to embrace this, not hide away in some nunnery. Sometimes it takes another to show us the truths we hide from ourselves. I'm glad I left Lothering in your company. You have proven a true friend, and I thank the Maker for you. He is quite a character, your Zevran, no? He seems to seek pleasure above all things, but there is more to him, isn't there? He is more complex than he lets on. I feel that it is in my interest to study those I travel with, and Zevran deserves special scrutiny, seeing that he tried to kill you. But it seems you trust him, judging from your closeness. If you do, then I do too. You haven't led us astray yet. That aside, you do have good taste. He's an attractive one. That's an interesting idea. I'll have to think about that.
What's on your mind? Cure me? What, am I sick now? Even you know that you cannot cure the dead. And I'm not the only one dying. You are too. I'm efficient about it. Ah, child, your concern is heartwarming. But death comes to everyone, and it is not something to fear. People fear not death, but having life taken from them. Many waste the life given to them, occupying themselves with things that do not matter. When the end comes, they say they did not have time enough to spend with loved ones, to fulfill dreams, to go on adventures they only talked about. But why should you fear death if you are happy with the life you have led? If you can look back on everything and say, yes, I am content, it is enough. I think I've led a good life, a full life, and I, for one, am not afraid of death, whatever it may bring. They say that when you die, your spirit travels through the fade and returns to the Maker. And after that, we'll see, won't we?
You look so tired, my dear. It is all this constant walking and fighting. I think I know what you need. My thought is this. We retire to your tent and I show you the sort of massage skills that one only learns growing up in an Antivan whorehouse. A willing victim it is. And if I might ask, if the opportunity to proceed past the massage should present itself, then why are we still talking? See? I knew this would happen eventually. I should have warned you right from the moment you refused to kill me. It was inevitable. Oh, why aren't you the saucy little minx then? I've been used and I wasn't even aware of it. A masterpiece. So then, as the priestess so famously said to the handsome actor, what now? Allow me to make it simple for you, my Grey Warden. What comes next is entirely up to you. I was raised to take my pleasures where they could be found, for they do not come very often. I shall ask nothing more of you than you are willing to give. I must admit, we have come very far from those early days when I tried to kill you and you decided not to kill me. Fate is such a tricky whore, isn't she? At any rate, we should be on our way. A new day awaits us, or so the rumor goes.
No, nothing is wrong. It is a little embarrassing to admit, in fact. I am reminded of our first meeting in the wilds. I had been in animal form for some time, watching your progress. I was intrigued to see such a formidable woman, obviously more potent than the men she traveled with. Yet I resented it when Flemeth assigned me to travel with you. I assumed that, at best, you would drive me from your company as soon as we left the wilds. Of that, I have little doubt. I am aware that I have little talent for forming friendships, to put it lightly. 'Tis something I know nothing of, nor ever thought I needed. Yet when I discovered Flemeth's plans, you did not abandon me. Whatever your reasons, you fought what must have been a terrible battle without hope of real reward. And that is what I do not understand. Of all the things I could have imagined would have resulted when Flemeth told me to go with you, the very last would have been that I would find in you a friend, perhaps even a sister. I want you to know that while I may not always prove worthy of your friendship, I will always value it. But enough of such idle talk. There are more useful things to be done, surely.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed.
I have a question for it, if it will indulge me. It chose to side with Caradon and destroy the Anvil of the Void. I agree with its decision, and yet the Paragon Branca was the reason it ventured into the deep roads. Why did it choose to defy her? It could not have known for certain that Caradon would be able to assist it with the dwarves. That was quite the risk. I am pleased that it worked as it did. At any rate, I wanted to thank it. It gave Caradon the end he wanted, and I'm pleased to have been a part of it. I will have to think on Caradon's words to me. It was a great deal to absorb, but for now, let us go on.
Indeed.
Yes.
Yes.
What are you doing in Haven? There's nothing for you here. No, you do not. I would have been informed if someone was expecting a visitor. Who? Perhaps revered Father Eirik will know of whom you speak. Unfortunately, he's ministering to the villagers at the moment and cannot be disturbed.
Revered father? I've never heard of this.
It's always been thus in Haven. We do not question tradition. Our ways are not the ways of the lowland cities. The urn is nothing but a legend. I do not know who Brother Genevieve is or what he says. However, I'm sure people can convince themselves of anything. It's always been thus in Haven. We do not question tradition. We do not appreciate lowlanders looking about our home as though it was some sort of zoo. You may trade for supplies at the shop if you wish, then I suggest you and your companions leave.
Did it just get a lot colder, or is it just me?
Just like you wanted. I was not expecting to find something so unsettling.
Used for food preparation, perhaps? I'm just trying to be optimistic. The other explanation is slightly more disturbing. We really should leave before someone sees us.
What's next?
Come, Bonnie Lynn. Tell us where you've been. Were you up?
So, let me get this straight. You were a cloistered sister?
You must have been a brother before you became a Templar, no?
I never actually became a Templar. I was recruited into the Grey Wardens before I took my final vows.
Do you ever regret leaving the Chantry?
No, never. Do you?
Yes. You may not believe it, but I found peace there. The kind of peace I've never known.
It used to get so quiet at the monastery that I would start screaming until one of the brothers came running. I would tell them that I was just checking. You never know, right?
No, I never did anything like that. I enjoyed the quiet.
Suit yourself. The look on their face was always priceless.
Who are you? You shouldn't be here. In the chantry. Mother wanted me to go to the chant, but she doesn't get to tell me what to do anymore. I'm sick of listening to Father Eirik, along with the babies and the girls. Soon I'll be old enough to go up the mountain and... Nothing. It's just nicer up there. You wouldn't understand. Lowlanders don't belong here.
Yes?
Just like you wanted.
Who are you? You're not from Haven. We don't get very many visitors. I don't have much, but I suppose you can take a look. What are you doing? That's private! I don't see how that is any of your concern. No! You have no right!
This should be easy enough. You had it coming.
It's done. I finished.
Yes?
Enemies approaching! Let's get started. Is it just me, or do you actually think you have a chance?
Don't look now, but more enemies are ahead.
On it. This should be easy enough. This should be easy enough.
It sounds like they are singing the chant in there. Maybe we should have a look.
We are blessed beyond measure. We are chosen by the holy and beloved to be her guardians. This sacred duty is given to us alone. Rejoice, my brethren, and prepare your hearts to receive her. Lift up your voices and despair not, for she will raise her faithful servants to glory when her... Ah, welcome. I heard we had a visitor wandering about the village. I trust you've enjoyed your time in Haven so far? This, my brothers, is what happens when you let an outsider into the village. They have no respect for our privacy. She will tell others of us if we let her. Word will spread, and then what? You, stranger, do not understand our ways. You would bring war to Haven. Ignorance. We don't owe you any explanations for our actions. We have a sacred duty. Failure to protect her would be a greater sin. All will be forgiven.
If I see another pigeon, I will kill it.
Let's get started. This should be easy enough. As you wish. Right, as you wish. This should be easy enough. On it.
And that!
This should be easy enough.
Finally, we get to the good part.
On it. This should be easy enough. Brilliant!
What now? Just like you wanted.
Who are you? They sent you to finish it. You don't know how glad I am to see someone who isn't from this village. The leg's not doing so well, and I can't feel my foot. Thank you. That feels much better. I don't have time to rest now. I'm so close. The urn is just up that mountain. The Arl is sick. Will he live? Politics never did anyone any good. The Arl is a noble soul, but the ashes will surely cure him. Haven lies in the shadow of the mountain that holds the urn. There is an old temple there built to protect it. The door is always locked, but I know what the key is. Iric wears a medallion that opens the temple door. I've seen what he does with it. Yes, that is your key. Take me to the mountainside, and I will show you. It is not that far, and will you let me lean on you? For the urn, any pain is worth enduring. Ah, good. Help me up here. I'll try not to slow us down. Here we are. Give me the medallion, and let's see if I remember. Yes, you see, it can be manipulated, just like this. And there. A key to open the way. Now, where does this go? Oh, what I would give to have seen this hall in all its splendor, as it was meant to be. Still, sweep away the ice and the snow, and traces of beauty remain. I'm sorry, what? I was a little distracted, I apologize. These carvings were created just after Andraste's death, and they may reveal things about her life that we do not yet know. I think I need more time to study these statues and carvings. I could not keep up with you with my injuries. I should be safe. I don't think there are any villagers here. Go, I will be all right. Perhaps my destiny was only to lead you to the urn. It's my job. Just be careful, that's all I ask. The temple is perilous. I'll be right here if you need me. Now I need something to write on.
Maker's breath. Look at it all.
I sense something drawing near. As you wish. This should be easy enough. Let's get started.
Old books. You think any of those might still be readable?
I finished.
On it. This should be easy enough.
Let's make this quick.
As you wish.
Time for some fun.
Let's get started. On it. As you wish. Right.
It's either you or me, and it isn't going to be me. Brilliant!
Enemies approaching! Right away. Weapons at the ready. Let's get started. As you wish.
Well, I suppose that could have been worse. Time to end their pathetic little existences.
On it.
Come now! Defend yourself!
As you wish. Right.
This is a waste of time.
You forced our hand!
Yes!
As you wish. On it. Right. This should be easy enough. As you wish. On it.
Oh, good.
Let's get started. Right.
What's next?
We are not alone. Really not alone.
You will squish satisfyingly beneath my foot.
As you wish. Oh, let's get started. Oh. This should be easy enough. Right. going to be me. That wasn't so bad.
Yes? It's done. What's next?
Finished.
Is it time to squish something else?
Right. Let's get started. Is it just me, or do you actually think you have a chance? No, quarter! This should be easy enough. On it. Right.
You will be stopped. It will hurt.
You should run while you can.
If I see another pigeon, I will kill it. I'll kill it.
Trap right ahead. Trap right ahead. Trap right ahead. I shall.
Death to all pigeons.
Your wish?
Desperation is an ugly perfume. On it. As you wish. On it. Only one shall stand. This should be easy enough. Let's get started.
Defend yourself!
Warden
Now
senses
that more
tingling.
enemies are ahead.
Let's get started.
Be careful!
On it.
Defend yourself!
Right. As you wish.
It speaks.
Oh, great. And I wanted to stop for lunch, too.
Right.
Be careful!
Your head will make lovely crunching noises.
We have done well.
Warden senses tingling.
Trap right ahead. I'll do it. It's done.
Do you need help?
On it. Let's get started. This should be easy enough. Right. Let's get started. As you wish. On it. As you wish.
We might want to walk softly here.
Right. This should be easy enough. Right. On it. As you wish. Let's get started. Right. This should be easy enough. On it. Let's get started. As you wish. Right.
Too slow.
Here comes trouble!
Attack!
Let's get started.
Oh, great. And I wanted to stop for lunch, too.
This should be easy enough. I sense something drawing near.
Let's make this quick!
As you wish.
Alright, battle it is then!
Let's get started. On it. As you wish. Right.
Stay still! Trap right ahead. Good to go! Trap right ahead.
Let's grab some glory!
Maker's breath!
Easy enough. As you wish. Right. Let's get started. Warden senses tingling. This should be easy enough. Right. On it. As you wish. This should be easy enough. Let's get started. Right.
I never liked this part.
As you wish. This should be easy enough. Right.
Enough!
started.
You're getting scrappy.
Let's get started. As you wish. On it.
Well, I suppose that's a little worse.
This should be easy enough.
Your head will make loud crunching noises.
Just like you wanted. What now? Trap right ahead. Trap right ahead.
I like big things. Dragons are big.
Oh, lovely.
This should be easy enough. Alright. Let's get started, as you wish.
Push them back! Make her preserve us.
On it. As you wish.
You had it coming.
Let's get started. On it. This should be easy enough.
Let's make this quick, shall we?
Now that is impressive.
I tried to be merciful.
On it.
Take that!
On it. Warden senses tingling. Let's get started. On it. As you wish.
Come now, defend yourself.
This should be easy enough. Let's get started. On it. As you wish.
Dogs and don'ts. Lava? Do you think this mountain is about to erupt? Because I don't really want to be here when it does. Trap right ahead. Trap right ahead. As you like. Yes, of course. I'll do it. On my way. We might want to walk softly here. As you wish. On it. This should be easy enough. Let's get started. This should be easy enough. Time for some fun! Idle time is wasted time. Let's get on it. Got it. On it. Let's get started, as you wish. All is well? Enemy
If I see
ahead.
another pigeon,
Watch
I will
out.
kill it.
Right. On it. On your guard! As you wish. Right. On it. Let's get started. This should be easy enough.
Be careful! I'm hurt. I need help. Good to go.
It beckons.
Allow me. I could do that for you. I finished.
As you wish. Right.
Make him praised!
Stop! You will go no further! You have defiled our temple. You have spilled the blood of the faithful and slaughtered our young. No more! You will tell me now, intruder, why you have done all this. Why have you come here? I am Father Colgrim, leader and guide to the disciples of Andraste. Kill us, and you will face Andraste. She will smell our blood, and the blood of her children on you, and her wrath will be great. The prophet Andraste has overcome death itself, and has returned to her faithful in a form more radiant than you can imagine. Not even the Tevinter Imperium could hope to slay her now. What hope do you have? They are still within this temple, but why do we need ashes when we serve the risen Andraste in all her glory? So you are after the ashes? Perhaps there is a way for you to make up for your desecration of our home and temple. It may be because I believe in second chances. All of us stumble through the darkness before being found and shown the light. Perhaps, through Andraste's mercy, her greatest enemy will become her greatest champion. The ashes you seek reside atop this mountain, watched by an immortal guardian who refuses to accept the truth of the risen lady. Now the ashes prevent Holy Andraste from fully realizing her new form. They are a remnant of her past incarnation, and she cannot move on as long as they exist. The beloved needs to reclaim the ashes, to make them her own again. All it would take is a drop of her blood. Blood carries power, strength, knowledge. Through it, all the power that is held in the ashes will be returned to Our Lady. The Guardian has foiled all our attempts to reach the urn. He keeps power in true Andraste. He knows the disciples, and we cannot touch him, for he draws his strength from the ashes themselves. But you could deliver Our Lady what is rightfully hers.
I can just imagine the Grand Cleric if she were here. Her head would explode, I kid you not.
What is this talk of blood and power? And he thinks Andraste is reborn. It is preposterous. I do not like this.
The rewards for performing such a service would be great indeed. Evil? Who are you to judge us? To arms, my brethren! Andraste will grant us victory!
Why are we always attracting danger?
This should be easy enough. Let's get started.
Injured, as in me, as in now.
Weapons at the ready. Right. This should be easy enough.
Ready!